your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, Chrissie, to say I dabbled in stand-up or something, I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when the ass takes off his shirt. I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. Hello. Mixing it up today, doing a Chrissie Mayr in the afternoon. How are you? Just making sure I'm clicking the things I need to click. Clicking. Hello. Good to see you guys. Just rubbing down the goosebumps from my birthday weekend. No, it was actually very chill, and very boring, but in the best way possible. I'm like, this is how every birthday should be. Like, I want to do absolutely nothing. I want to stream? No. Do I want to read? No. I just want to sit here. And do nothing. Guys, I have some, because I feel like I'm always going. So it's nice to do nothing sometimes. Yes, I have some shows coming up. Very exciting. This is coming up quicker than I realize. I'll be in Tampa Sunday, December 3rd, headlining the Side Splitters Comedy Club. So this is like this is in 3 weeks, boys and girls. I can't really believe it. 1, 2. Yeah. This is in 3 weeks. So if you're in the Tampa area, come on out. I don't know when I'll be in Florida next. Probably not till the fall or something. So this is going to be my last bunch of shows before the Bean is born. The Bean. So come on out to Tampa Sunday, December 3rd. Then I'll be in San Diego first weekend of the new year, Friday, January 5th, and Saturday, January 6th at the Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. I got to figure out who I'm bringing to these shows. Which of my lovely openers will be available. For tickets, go to ChrissieMayr.com. And as always, if you have fun recommendations, suggestions of venues, if you know of a venue, I'll go wherever. I'll go wherever they'll have me. That's right. I'll be celebrating January 6th in San Diego. Wee. Fun. Oh, yeah, socks. I have pretty good socks on today. These, it's, okay, I can't really show them at this angle. It says people I want to meet, and then it just says dogs. And it's always exciting when your socks match your shirt. It's that kind of a day for me. Okay. Wow. The internet has been very, very noisy about Ms. Megan Rapinoe today, haven't they? There's a couple different trending Twitter topics surrounding this. Like There Is a God is trending, and it's all about Megan Rapinoe. So apparently it was her last game of her career, and she busted her ass, injured herself within the first 6 minutes, which is hilarious. Not like anybody is happy to see this woman injured. I don't think I don't think most people are happy to see someone injured. And of course, people go, "Oh, you're so hypocritical! Like all you Christians and right wingers, you're happy to see her injured." No, okay, if she had died suddenly, God forbid, you know what I mean, and people were happy about that, that would be fucked up. But I think enjoying a little bit of a chuckle at a non-life-threatening injury is warranted because of how this woman conducts herself. I'm not saying. She's a pain in the ass. She's a major cunt. Like, how can we be shocked? Megan Rapinoe Says injury during championship game is proof that God does not exist. How narcissistic and selfish do you have to be that like God only exists to keep you from getting injured? And also, I've been seeing a lot of this too on Twitter like, "Oh, where was God during 9/11? Where was God during the Holocaust?" You don't talk about all the things that and all the tragedies that God has prevented because you don't even know. You don't even know what he's kept you safe from. So, but of course, you can't be grateful for what you don't know about, I guess. So here's Megan Rapinoe at a press
Yeah, I
conference.
thought about it a little bit. I mean, I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there was a God, like this is proof that there isn't. It's fucked up. So yeah, it's just fucked up because like 6 minutes in, it's just so bad.
You should laugh. You're an embarrassment, Megan. What's with the one green fingernail? 2 green fingernails. It looks bad.
Bad. No way. I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there was a God, like this is proof that there isn't.
Oh, Megan. Some might say God has humbled you. Let's see. Wow, it was her final match of her career on Saturday. She went down on my birthday, no less. She went down in the 6th minute as OL Reign lost to Gotham FC. I don't even know what these are. I don't even watch soccer. In the National Women's Soccer Championship, Rapinoe said she believed she tore her Achilles. It seemed like her disbelief in God was her Achilles heel. In the post-match press conference, Rapinoe said she was going to get the Aaron Rodgers treatment to try and recover from the injury. She said she'd reach out to him or whoever did his surgery. I'm not a religious person or anything. And if there was a God, this is proof that there isn't. Yikes. So you just expect to go through your whole life in professional sports without getting injured? That's kind of strange to think that. She tripped over nothing. She tripped over an extra long blade of grass and tore her Achilles somehow. Rapinoe tried to make a play on defense when she went down with a non-contact injury. An emotional Rapinoe was tended to by medical staff before leaving the game, ending her night and her career. Good day, good night. She's like, I feel like an idiot. Imagine I would be so embarrassed if and I hurt myself in all my years of sports for sure. But imagine uh, being at, at one of my diving meets and I just trip while I'm still on the board, walking to the end. That would be horrifying. Imagine spraining your ankle while you're walking up a diving board. I feel like the biggest asshole on the planet. Or yeah, you trip and sprain your ankle as you're getting onto the balance beam. What an idiot. That would be so embarrassing. Before leaving the field, Rapinoe hugged former USWNT teammate Ali Krieger, who plays for the Gotham F, blah, blah, blah. No one cares about soccer. Everyone is always like, who kicked me? And obviously, no one was even around me. And I was pressing. I don't know what pressing means. I should familiarize myself with soccer. No, I won't. Rapinoe said when describing the injury via the Seattle Times, that's just what it felt like a huge pop, and I can't even feel where the Achilles is. But I'm pretty sure I tore my Achilles, the worst possible outcome. Thank God I have an effing deep well of a sense of humor. It's devastating to go out in a final so early. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Rapinoe finished her career with the Reigns scoring 4 goals and a record and recording 5 assists in 15 matches. I don't even know what that means. The Reign were the only squad she played on. I don't know what that means either. Good. Let's see what the comments say. She might not respect the national anthem, but America allowed her to express herself with pink hair and unconventional, outspoken views, etc. Maybe in other countries she wouldn't have been allowed or felt comfortable with that level of self-expression. We're an imperfect country, but everyone in the world wants to come here. We've got a lot going for us. Look at the glass as half full instead of half empty. It's sort of a self-contradiction to be walking around and playing soccer with so much defiance and anger in your heart at your own country. Isn't that just a bit hard to carry around with you? Oh, someone's typing. Maybe I'm making too big a deal of it, but I would always stand for the anthem, standing for things that make America great, which include our ability to keep working on our nation and make it better. Yeah, this is the same reason why you don't give the finger to a former or current president, whether you agree with them or not, whether you voted for them or not. It's just basic respect for the country. You don't give the finger to the president and you stand for the national anthem. It's not a lot. It's not a lot to do, people. I don't often root against US athletes, but when I do, it's Megan Rapinoe. I truly believe a huge percentage of leftists are angry, classic depression, and do not want to face the abyss within. It's too painful for most egos to accept. Denial is so powerful. They latch onto what they perceive as righteousness. Terrorists do it. Hypocritical religious people do it. It particularly drives any extremist or cult member. They are so convinced of their goodness and justification, it assuages their guilt, the truth that they themselves are the problem, the truth that they are so weak they refuse to accept that they are as easily as destructive as those they condemn. This proves God has a sense of humor. They missed PK and now the Achilles. God still loves a joke, even those jokes that don't believe in God. Wow. If people think they'll get rid of her, they're 100% wrong. She'll be doing play-by-plays until she drops dead. You think she's insufferable now? Wait till she's got the mic for a few hours. Oh, that'll be entertaining, though. No lightning bolt required. Hello, Adam. Adam Choit, whose dear mother, who I met because his parents came out to my show on Long Island a little while ago, last month. Me and Adam's mom have the same birthday. It was both our birthdays on Saturday. God is definitely not left wing. He's probably center right. Yeah, think about the things he values. Miska Kusisto, thanks for becoming a new member. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I get it, Spike. A lot of us don't respect Biden, but if you were at a public event, same place as him, and he walks by you, would you give him the finger if you knew the camera was on you? I just think what Bill Burr's wife did was so like obnoxiously performatively insane. That's what I have to say about that. Wet Spot is tonight on Compound Media. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Yes, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on compoundmedia.com. Let me pull up the graphic. Let's pull up the graphic. It's gonna be a bacchanal. I guess I am having a bit of a birthday week. This is not going to extend into next Saturday. I'll probably be done after tonight. I have a birthday couple of days. So this is tonight on my show on Compound Media, 7 p.m. Eastern. Keanu Thompson will be there. As always, Frankie McDonald will be calling in live from Sydney, Nova Scotia to give us weather updates and more. Gino Bisconti will be there. Kiki's lovely betrothed. They're engaged, don't you know? Dave Temple will be there, who's another comedian. Kate Meany will be there. And of course, as always, comedian Andrew Harms will be there. So yes, do call in at 877-962-6846. We love callers. MK Solid. What's up, MK? Thanks for the super chat. Bill Burr and his wife are a disgrace. It's no longer just Anthony Cumia's petty beef. It's out in the open now for everyone to see. Yep. That's a really good way to put it. You people just used to think, oh, it's 'cause he thinks Anthony's racist or Anthony said something to his black wife. It's like, no, you see how she behaves. It's not really necessarily about race even. K-Max, thanks for the super chat. Which female sport has the most lesbians in it, Chrissy? My guess is not diving. No, but diving does have a bunch of gay dudes in it. For sure. It's hard to I mean, there were some straight guys on the diving team, but, like, you gotta be feeling yourself to be a male diver, I guess. Which female sport has the most lesbians in it? I would say, God, probably soccer or volleyball. Can we Google such a thing? Which sport has the most lesbians? Just the most, well, this clearly Reddit is coming up. Not shockingly. The sports that made you gay ranked. US ranks worst in sports homophobia. No, that's not what I want to know. Gosh, maybe it's soccer. Outonthefields.com. Oh, this is this is like a paper. Lesbian youth. Without looking at any more research, I'm going to say soccer. There. It's a great U.S. treasure hunt. You get a sound bite. Thank you, great U.S. treasure hunt, for the super chat. God just said, I've got a great sense of humor, and this is proof that Megan Rapinoe just didn't get the joke. Hey, maybe this will make her have a little bit of a coming to Jesus moment. I doubt it. I think she's probably going to stay an insufferable see you next Tuesday. That's my guess. Let's go to see what the people of Twitter have to say. Rapinoe. 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 Okay, let's go to the Twitter sphere. Now, this is white Twitter. I don't know how to find black Twitter. Oh, this is great. This is from Tommy G. He's a big conspiracy theorist. Interesting guy to listen to sometimes if you're into that sort of thing. Add this to the stay cash and show plan. Satan Rapinoe declares her injuries proof God doesn't exist. I think the rest of us will agree it's actually more proof that God does exist than anything that's happened this week. Okay. And this is Riley Gaines. Just talking about how most girls don't want men competing with them. And Megan, so really? Oh, Billie Jean King, Megan Rapinoe, and Candace Parker joined 200 athletes supporting trans youth participating in sports. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely not say the majority of women athletes. No, ask actual athletes like Riley Gaines here. I would never want to be competing against men. Are you kidding me? I did gymnastics throughout high school and diving all throughout, my childhood and college. And hell no, the guys would annihilate us. They can jump higher, they can spin faster, they have more muscle on them. They're just stronger. There'd be no chance. It's just not fair. Wowie. Super woke Megan Rapinoe claims God doesn't exist. Everyone's saying the same thing, that she's a big old narcissist. What does Not the Bee have to say? I enjoy Not the Bee. Okay, let's pull it up. This is funny from End Wokeness. The final moment of Megan Rapinoe's career was a non-contact injury, extremely symbolic. Oh, here's her getting injured.
Devastating for her if she weren't able to continue. Oh, and this is a player that we know has battled
Oh, this is the girl that was
some
next to her.
injuries as of late in her career, and there
Okay,
she goes
what even
down, just
happened?
unattested.
What even happened?
On the
Unattested.
top of your screen, off to
What? How? Even very unathletic people can just walk on on turf or whatever the fuck they're on.
a bright start.
She's just like looking at her like, what? Aren't you supposed to be like one of the best players?
And as you mentioned, Jackie, that would be
Crying from embarrassment. She wished that she hadn't been so cocky all these years.
devastating. And right now, the reactions do look like she might be coming off, hands in her head.
Plump.
And there she goes down.
Hold on.
Just
I need to watch this again.
Oh, and this is a
How
player
did
that we
she
know
fall?
has
I have to
battled
know.
some injuries as of late in her career. And
Oh my God. She really just slid. Her dumb right foot just slid under her. You don't see that happening to any of these other players. They're having no difficulty just walking on the grass.
and there she goes
What a
down,
derp.
just unattested on the top of your screen.
Brr. I mean, my brother and sister played pee-wee soccer, okay, and this is some shit they would do. Just like fall while walking.
A bright start.
How
And as you
embarrassing!
mentioned, right now,
Oh, no, the cameras are on you. You hurt yourself doing nothing.
really slow to get up.
Did the jersey say Black Future?
What a sad, sad sight. And Laura Harvey.
Laura Harvey, also embarrassed, even though she's got a double chin. Both chins are disappointed in Megan.
Having to reorganize things
She's like, how do I explain someone tripped while walking?
straight away.
I
Talking
can't
to
explain
the
it.
really experienced Lauren Barnes
She's like, can we put somebody in? Yes, but they're not as big of a cunt.
about what she might do here.
Black Future. Is that the sponsor? Black Future Fund?
About what she might do
Black Future Co-op Fund. Not a good advertisement for the Black Future Co-op Fund.
here, as it looks as though Megan Rapinoe, very, very sadly,
Very
may well have to be
sadly.
replaced.
God bless this announcer for not laughing during any of this. And here's a gay in the audience saying, thank you, Pino. Thank you, Pino. She didn't do anything. She's like, I was hoping to hold up the sign later when they won, but she's fallen and she can't get up. Thank you. Thank you for being so gay. It's giving me strength. Ugh.
Well, the players have only just done their warm-ups, and it could well be Bethany
Players
Bolster
have
that comes on.
barely swallowed their Gatorade.
This is a sight that absolutely
Oh, I wonder if she like bought new
wanted to
sneakers for
see.
this. Like, oh, I bought
There's a
these
stretcher coming
new
on.
green sneakers for my last game. I'm gonna have a special day. Oh, I
It
fucking
appears the
busted
substitution
my
is
ass
about to be made.
6 minutes in.
And this is
Thank
such
goodness.
a sad,
I hate men, but thank
sad
goodness
way
these men
for Megan Rapinoe's
for walking me off
professional
the
career
field.
to come to
What
an
an embarrassing way to go out. Did she just do the whole "don't hold my hand" move with this guy? Okay, watch the guy helping her on her right side here. It looks like she kind of rips her hand away from him. She's just trying to help your dumb lesbian ass walk off the field.
to come to an end.
Wow. Everyone's like, what the fuck happened? How did she hurt herself?
Fans had shown up in
Didn't the
their
game
numbers
just start?
to celebrate a national
Yeah,
heroine,
just like
a woman
no.
who has done so much.
What
not
a
just
hero.
for the women's game,
Yes,
but for
she
the
was
game
so
of football
gay
in the United
so
States,
long.
and for so many more causes beyond.
Well, get out the red
And
carpet, roll it
appreciation of
out
that
for
player
her.
will continue
No,
for
she
many
doesn't need
years
a
to come.
stretcher. They should have paraded her around on the stretcher like she was Queen of the Nile and everyone could fan her and feed her olives and grapes as she walked off the field. It's like, wow. I got showered for this. Is she kind of laughing? Please pan to someone in the audience laughing.
And just listen to that ovation.
Thank you both. Oh my god.
Appreciation of a
Yes.
legend.
What a legend. Oh my god, did you see the guy at the end? That was funny. There's like a guy, a gay man, obviously gay, at the end here with pink hair. A simp, if you will.
Appreciation of a legend.
Oh, did you see him right at the end there? Oh, he's wearing a wig. That's fun. She sucks. Walking is hard. Yes, I'm athlete shaming. And I'm allowed to because I was an athlete. Mark Zart, what's up, homie? You get a sound effect. Mark Zart, good morning, afternoon, Chrissy Frank, baby muffin and waffles. Also, happy belated birthday, Chrissy Rapino. Got a taste of karma this weekend. Yup. And by the way, this is the baby right now. It's the size of a pomegranate. Although this seems pretty big. If this is the size of what's going on in here, I'm gonna be shocked because like I'm not really showing that much. So it's like, where is it going? Maybe it's just pushing all my organs out of the way and it's just chilling in there. Oh, I can't wait to eat you. I don't have googly eyes. Thank you, Mark Zart. We had a chill weekend. Thank you. Sometimes it's good to do nothing. Really, like doing nothing is underrated. Oh, it's Young Pei Ching. Thank you, Young Pei Chang, for the super chat. Good afternoon, Chrissy. It's that time of year again, so I gotta ask: do you has a KitchenAid mixer yet? No. Are you talking about like it's pie time? Time to make pies? No, but I know someone who does. That if I really wanted to use it, I could go over there and use it. But no, they're expensive. I saw we were in Sam's Club yesterday and they had them on sale. They're still like at least $300. But I'm told that they're incredible and they do everything. I kind of like the ones that are seafoam green. But one day, $500 from KitchenAid. Holy cow. Whoa. That's a lot. I'd have to save up for that. Will I post a sonogram of the baby? I did already when we announced a while ago. We did. It was a picture of like there was this pumpkin and I had the sonogram pictures. Do I have them here? I think I have it filed away. But I'm actually going for a 20-week appointment like in 2 weeks. So I should get a lot more pictures from that one. And that apparently is a big deal appointment because they measure everything. Let's see. Let's go to my app, my Catholic app that I swear tricked me into getting pregnant. We'll track your cycle. Nothing to worry about here. Just your good old friendly neighborhood Catholic period tracking app. Whoops! Now the app conveniently turns into an I'm pregnant app with just a push of a single button. What are the odds? Yeah, you tracked me. No, it's fine. It's all good. I like making fun of this app. Okay, so on Friday, it's going to be a cucumber size. Riddle me that. You guys have seen cucumbers. They really vary in sizes. And then next Friday, it's going to be a mango. And then at 20 weeks, it'll be a grapefruit. That's pretty fucking big. So you're telling me in 2 weeks, it's going to be the size of a grapefruit. It's going to be like this. I feel like I'm about to like really probably show. So long, pants that fit. It's been nice. So what happens at 20 weeks? They'll be producing antibodies. Okay, that's cool. They're developing lanugo. I think that's maybe hair all over their bodies. No, I will not be looking into vaccines. Thank you very much. I'm getting magnesium. Yes, yes. You might have trouble getting sleep at that time. Well, great. Can't wait. Okay, wow. So it just sort of comes up out of your pubic bone area. I already can't sleep through the night. You just have to get up and pee all the time. It's all good. It's no big deal. It's okay. Pomegranate. How do you guys say it? Is it pomegranate or pomegranate? Oh, congrats, Bart and Bella. Wow, this week, that's pretty cool. Scorpio babies are the best. Yes, there's a KitchenAid mixer and there's a Cuisinart mixer. I wonder which is the one I saw at Sam's. And they'll never die. You'll have it for life. So it's basically like the leather jacket of kitchen appliances. Okay. I have to get a catheter? Ew. Ooh. Okay. K-Max, Chrissy, your birthday makes you a Scorpio. Do you have any Scorpio traits? Do I? Yes, I do. Let me actually, there was an article that I was going to this, but you know what? This is going to alienate some of you people who are not interested in astrology. I feel so torn. Let's go to the New York Post. Entertainment. Wow, this Bill Burr's wife thing is all over. It's all over the place. Do you think that'll actually hurt Bill Burr's career? I don't think it will. I don't think it will because people forget very quickly, and he's bolstered by Hollywood, and they love shit like this. Ooh, wow! I didn't know the New York Post really covered much astrology. There's a new, actually today in the wee hours of this morning, there was a new moon in Scorpio. This shift is one from reckoning to regeneration, making clay from the ashes of who we were and writing a new story with the blood of who we are becoming. Ooh. The new moon falls on a Monday, which is the day of the week traditionally ruled by the moon, doubling down on its power and potential. Cool. The new moon, I'm going to bring this up. You might think this is gobbledygook, but I think you can't deny the phases of the moon. That's pretty real. Whoops. Okay. I pulled this up. The new moon equates to a clean slate, turning over the fresh dirt and blank page of a month-long lunar cycle. The sky goes dark and we go deep, especially under the influence of Scorpio. A new moon occurs when the moon is in conjunction with the sun and thus no longer visible from our vantage on Earth because it's flat. As such, the new moon always falls in the same zodiac sign that the sun is currently moving through. In astrology, the sun symbolizes the ego, the essential self, and our forward trajectory, while the moon represents our primal nature, need for nourishment, and subconscious urges. When these two bodies align in sign, it's an opportunity to assess and progress. This week, that opportunity takes the shape in the fixed waters of death-centric, obsession-prone Scorpio. Okay, okay. Death obsessed. Yeah, this is true. There's no zodiac sign perhaps more maligned or misunderstood than Scorpio. That is so true. Those that are born under this sign are extremely goal-oriented and ruthless in their pursuits. Check. As a water sign, Scorpio is associated with oceanic emotion, psychic intuition, and profound transformation. Check. Ooh, Sylvia Plath was a Scorpio. She was famously suicidal. What a funny way to describe someone. Sylvia Plath wrote in her poem Elm, I am terrified by this dark thing that sleeps in me. All day, I feel its soft, feathery turnings, its malign. See, Scorpios do have the tendency to brood and get very dark and in their feelings, like too much. So you got to watch out for that. You got to keep yourself light. I mean, all humans have the ability to go dark. That same dark thing beats in the tender goth hearts of all scorpions. The best and brightest among them learn through a lifetime that trial, trauma, and error to transmute that darkness into luminous survival. Yes! The gift of an actualized Scorpio is being able to show others that there is a way through the dark, and what awaits you on the other side can be better than anything that you might have shed to get there. It's all about the journey, baby. You got to just laugh about it. You got to go through it. Don't get stuck. As the sign of shadows and extreme, Scorpio at its lowest vibration. When someone says something or someone is low vibration, it means it's not evolved, it's stuck, it's stagnant, it's stuck in its ego or stuck in its id. You know what I mean? Like think of the emotional equivalent of like a caveman. That's when something's low vibration. It's like, okay, you're operating at a lower level. Scorpio at its lowest vibration is prone to obsession, vengeance, envy, and well-practiced tactics of emotional manipulation. Yes, using your powers for evil, I like to say. Not good. And what an exhausting way to live your life, too. These modalities can be activated in the Scorpio psyche by friends, lovers, enemies, or adversaries. So, like, yeah, vindictive is like a low vibe Scorpio. Deciding who, however, is an unending journey for Scorpio who feels and fears the sting of betrayal more acutely than any other sign in the zodiac. How dare you? In combat, Scorpio comes armed with heightened intuition that shares a fine line with and very often veers violently into paranoia. That's true. Rather than deny or repress those tendencies, Scorpio is charged with investigating their own insecurities in order to discover the foundational wound that created them. Yes, that's so fucking true. Know thyself. This when I always say like you're only as strong as your triggers, that applies to this. Scorpio's dark tactics are an expression of fear and uncovering the root system of fear that allows them to claim power over it. Right. Like if you meet somebody who's manipulative, vindictive, it's like they're using they're trying to have power over others than power over self. And ultimately you can't control other people. But you can control yourself. Who is most compatible with the power and the pinch of Scorpio? Fellow water sign Cancer is a natural fit for Scorpio's intense emotionality. Lila's a Cancer. That's why we get along. My mom and sister were Cancers. Taurus Scorpios. Opposite zodiac encourages forays into lightened pleasure and earthly delights, while Virgo wins points for the dedication to service and practical approach to love. Virgos can be insufferable, though. Ooh, look at this. The gift of an actualized Scorpio is being able to show others there's a. Oh, I already said that. Yeah, finding light through the dark. I think humor is a good way to do that. Chemistry and compatibility aside, one thing is certain: heartbreak is hellfire for a Scorpio. Case in point, Scorpio singer Ryan Adams, who in 2018 reacted to news of his ex-wife Mandy Moore's new relationship by going on an ill-advised, allegedly chemically induced Twitter rage. Yeah, that's not good. You can't get triggered. I mean, everyone gets triggered, but best to stay away from Twitter if you are. The sign of Scorpio is represented by the Death card. Oh, this is in tarot. Fittingly, the operative style of Scorpio is memento mori. They exist as skulls, waning hourglass, and rotten fruit into the paintings of yore. To remind us that life is brief and death is inevitable, this energy is not to be misunderstood as grim, but urgent, a call to be conscious of the ephemeral nature of time and to be present in each moment of it. Scorpio intrinsically understands that death is the currency that gives life value. It is thus no coincidence that Halloween, the ancient Celtic festival, Samhain, and the Mexican holiday Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, occasions that revere the life cycle, all fall during Scorpio season. Also, like, death to me can represent like a new phase of your life, a glow up, if you will. Yeah, grief and remembrance. This time is, in essence, an invitation to honor our ancestors, practice uncompromising love for the living, and praise the pain that we are all dealt as evidence of our own fugitive existence. Wow, we're so dramatic. Uh, let me check in with the chat to see how fucking bored you guys are. Okay, you're hanging in there. Hey, Nightbreed, where's Carmaxla lately? I see she's been posting a bit on Twitter. I think she's fine. Push-ups. B-Day gift question. Have you read 1984? Yes, and I have 2 copies. See, Highness, there's a silly video called Am I Pregnant? No way. Is it Gregnant or pregnant? See if it's on YouTube. Am I pregnant? I'm just seeing a ton of stuff come up. You know what's crazy is I haven't watched a single YouTube video about being pregnant. It hasn't even occurred to me. Like, I have a couple books that I occasionally peruse, but that's funny. I just never thought to look at YouTube. Okay, Scorpio rules the 8th house. Synonyms with the transference of energy, sex, literal and metaphorical death, psychic abilities, resurrection, the unseen, and other people's money. The negative manifestation of this house can be found in the cutthroat energy of organized crime. Yep, the low vibe people do mob shit, operating below the surface, beyond the law, and for the express purpose of gaining assets and building power through dubious means. Ooh, the late convicted mafia boss John Gotti and Billy the Kid were both Scorpios. Oh, wow. Look at this. Mars is the jock planet of sex and aggression because they say certain planets correlate with different signs. It gets things done and is driven by pure desire to win, exhibited in the cool competitive streak that lives within each Scorpio. Eighth house energy stands boldly in the face of darkness, understands that wholeness is impossible without the acknowledgement and integration of our shadow selves. I talk about this all the time. The parts of us that are wounded, shameful, difficult. When the dark side of all matter and all people is acknowledged, examined, and honored for the lessons it has to teach us. Yep. Hidden truths and minds the unconscious, and its power can be possibly channeled into study and investigation. Yeah, I do this all the time. No middle ground. There's no allowance for middle ground, only a desire to dig for and towards what lies beneath. Scorpios make excellent investigators, psychologists, and forensic accountants. Ooh, look at this. Scorpio rules the reproductive organs. Ooh. The sign does nothing casually, and sex is rarely pursued for the physical act alone. Scorpio is ultimately seeking profound intimacy, the transformative power of surrender, and the dissolution that can occur when 2 bodies share a heightened energetic exchange. Yeah, there's nothing casual about that. They're known to settle for trauma bonding or getting to third base in a graveyard. I've never done that. Let's see. Pluto's the god of the underworld. Ooh. Wow. There's like a lot of dark stuff about Scorpios. Scorpio associated with the serpent, the eagle, and the ash-born glory of the rising phoenix. The serpent and the eagle demonstrate the high and low manifestations. Right. If you're a snake like, you're going to have a sketchy life. Eagle, obviously, that's obvious. Wow. Regal or reptilian? Those two animals represent the cycle of subconscious discovery, shadow acceptance, and the separation of our lesser selves from our potential selves. The journey of the scorpion to phoenix reminds us that we all must descend in order to soar. Yeah. Who else is a Scorp? Picasso, Robert Mapplethorpe. Oh, wow. A lot of artists. George O'Keeffe. I don't know Anna Mendita. Margaret Atwood, Frank Ocean. Sham Sepper, the late playwright. Cool. Oh, recommended listening? These are all songs? Okay, cool. No comments. I was going to read one of these. National Cliche Day. Which stereotypes embody your sign? All right, so you asked about cliches. Let's go to Scorp. Let's see what the Scorp cliches are. Let me guess. They're going to say that we're like too intense. You are intense, obsessive, and drunk on power, Scorpio. You are sexually insatiable and wildly suspicious, an emotional hoarder. With a disquieting veneer, you are the aggregate of every crime boss, movie villain, pimp, and femme fatale that's ever walked the streets or lived in the cultural imagination. You believe in ghosts. Yep. The inherent evil in others. Yep. And your own ability to predict and prevent betrayal. You steal souls. This is about being a redhead. Trade in secrets and run the proverbial show, pulling the strings and holding the stage lights like a draconian phantom of the opera. Wow. You play the long game when it comes to revenge and are the sign most likely to break a heart and a kidney. Just don't ever cross me and you'll be fine. Dun, dun, dun. That's intense, right? See? Scorpios get pegged as very intense. But not to get too gay into astrology. That's why things like your moon sign or your rising sign can play a role too. Like I have an Aquarius moon sign, which helps like lighten up the Scorpio a little bit. Thank God. Leo DiCaprio is a Scorpio too. We have the same birthday, as does Demi Moore, Kurt Vonnegut, Callista Flockhart, Sullen, always brooding and horny. Yeah, but that's not a productive way to live your life all the time. A Subi spaceship vibing. Yeah, we're vibing. Thank you. What's this? Managed 42. Thanks for the super chat. Did you see the story about Pink handing out banned books in Florida? You think she's look at it and think it's appropriate. Pink? Let's look it up. Sounds like some shit she would do. Oh, yep, here it is. Oh, wait a minute. This is funny. I have to talk about this first. Oh, please let me read it without subscribing. Oh, God, I'm going to laugh so hard if this is real. Most banned books in U.S. prisons include Amy Schumer. Hold on. Amy Schumer's books are banned from prisons? But why? Amy Schumer's memoir was flagged by Florida officials for graphic sexual content and for being a threat to the security order of rehabilitative objectives. Whoa. The literal advocacy group PEN America has released a list of the most banned or restricted books in the U.S. prison system, and the rundown comes with some unexpected entries. The list includes Amy Schumer's memoir, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo. I have that book. Wow, it's an oldie. Flagged by I never finished reading it though. Flagged by Florida officials for graphic sexual content for being a threat to the security order or rehabilitative objectives. Sun Tzu's The Art of War, Barrington Barber's Anyone Can Draw. That's banned. Create sensational artwork in easy steps, and Prison Ramen Recipes and Stories from Behind Bars, which comes in as the most banned book. Well, now I must have it. The most banned book is Prison Ramen. Why? Oh, I gotta talk to Gary about this. Why is it so bad? Why is Prison Ramen so bad? Isn't it about, like, I don't know, cooking? When you're in prison, a little money in the commissary can mean the difference between a life of flavors, misery, and the pleasure of recreating a taste of childhood. And it starts with ramen, filled with contributions from anonymous inmates, as well as names you'll recognize, such as guitarist Slash and actors Danny Trejo, Taryn Manning, and Shia LaBeouf. Prison Ramen is an original collection of inspired ramen hacks. Hitman Burritos, sloppy ramen. Why do they care if they make their food more fun? Onion tortilla ramen soup, Shawshank spread, and orange porkies chili ramen. White rice, one bag of pork skins, orange flavored punch. First-hand stories of life in prison told by each of the contributors go a long way to explaining the joy of doctoring a bag of ramen. Why would they ban that? They didn't want people to fun up their ramen? That's so shocking. Okay. Wow. Why would they ban Amy Schumer? The banned books list released Wednesday to coincide with Prison Banned Books Week comes amid an increase in type of books being banned from the prison system. The common concept underpinning the censorship we're seeing is that certain ideas and information are a threat, said the report's lead author, Moira Marcus, senior manager in the Prison and Justice Writing Department. Marquis told the Associated Press that the most common reason for books being held back is security and sexual content, but that those terms are used loosely and include in Michigan Leonard Thriller, Cuba Libre, and Frederick Forsyth's The Day of the Jackal, both listed as a threat to the order and security of institution. Wow. Penn says it has found a conjunction between prison and library book bans. The group estimates that more than 40% of all prison book bans took place in Florida last year, amounting to 22,000 books. Texas has more than 10,000 on its banned from prison list. Florida and Texas also held the list of states with the largest number of books banned from non-correctional public institutions. Wow. What are they really worried about? Interesting. Okay, let's go back to talk about Pink. She's giving away banned books at Florida. Why always in Florida? The singer says at her upcoming concert, she'll be giving away thousands of books that are prohibited in the Sunshine State's public schools. Public schools, also known as probably porn. The 44-year-old performer and the free expression organization Penn. Oh, here goes Penn again. Along with the poet Amanda Gorman, announced the effort on social media on Sunday. Pink, who is poised to perform at stops in Miami and Orlando this week as part of her Trust Fall tour, will give away 2,000 banned books at the concerts. I'm a voracious reader. I'm a mom of 2 kids who are also voracious readers. I can't imagine my own parents telling me what my kids can and cannot read. I can't imagine my own parents telling me what my kids can and cannot read. Well, no, like your grandparents probably can't tell your grandkids what to read, but you should, I don't know, take note of their concerns, I think. Let alone someone else's parents, let alone someone else that doesn't even have children and are deciding what my children can read. Oh, obviously, this is political. Last year, DeSantis signed legislation requiring school libraries in the state to seek community input on the materials they make available to students. Florida bans more books in its public school classrooms and libraries than any other state. Books have held a special joy for me from the time I was, it's all about reading, right? Everyone loves to read. Well, it's like kids don't need to read porn, okay? It's especially hateful to see authorities take aim at books about race and racism and against LGBTQ authors and those of color. Yeah, what books are getting banned by Black authors? I think she's just saying shit. We have made so many strides towards equality in this country, and no one should want to see this. She's making it sound like people are banning books by Black people. I don't think that's what's happening. I think they're banning like porn for kids. Oh, pink. Well, pink and pink. Manage. Thanks for the super chat. Did you see the story? Oh, I just read that. Junior, would you ever do stand up in a prison? I would. I think that could be fun. I'd have to really think long and hard about my set, though. I'd have to really talk to like all my friends who have been to prison. So that's really just Gary. And I would be like, all right, help me figure out what to talk about. Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. There have got to be stand-ups who've done that. You want to know what I think of the aliens? Space, not immigrant. I'm not getting excited about it. I'm not. I feel like there's so much kind of actually happening and relevant to my life that I really don't have the time or bandwidth to like get into aliens. I don't have time for aliens, is what I'm saying. God, we might get you shanked. Yeah, maybe. I think if the aliens are like really, really real, they're either not very impressed with us or like what would they, I don't know, I've heard rumors that aliens like they fucking do weird things to cattle and people and then like drop them off in the middle of a field. I just like, I don't know. I don't care that much, I guess. Is what I'm saying. I care more about the illegal aliens, which by the way, some of them are going back. Let me bring this up. Oh, here we go. Fed up migrants. They're going back, guys. They're going home. Fed up migrants who trekked thousands of miles to the U.S. are already heading home. They're saying the American dream does not exist. It kind of warms my heart. Not that so these are migrants in Chicago struggling to get housing. By the way, Chicago, the actual residents of Chicago are fucking over this. They no longer want Chicago to be a sanctuary city. Yeah, a lot of these migrants have had to like live in tents for months and like live on the street. It sucks, but it's like there's fucking just too many of them coming over. Some Venezuelan migrants who trekked thousands of miles to the U.S. in search of a better life are so disheartened they say they're heading back home. Michael Castijan, 39, told the Chicago Tribune that he has had after his wife and his teenage stepdaughter spent 5 months sleeping either in a police precinct or a crowded city shelter are now brutally cold. Windy City. Yeah, it's getting cold. They gotta figure some shit out. No wonder all these cities are in a panic because it's about to get real cold. I mean, it is. It's already getting cold. He's also been unable to secure a job permit or enroll his daughter in a local school, two of the main things they thought would bring a better life in the U.S. The American dream doesn't exist anymore. Yay! Go home. Castiglione told the paper on the eve of the family's departure. There's nothing here for us. We just want to be home. Castiglione told the Tribune of the South American country he earlier fled. If we're going to be sleeping in the streets here, we'd rather be sleeping in the streets over there. That makes sense. Go do that. More than 20,000 migrants have made their way to Chicago since August of 2022, when Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott began loading them into buses and shipping them to sanctuary cities. Many of them ended up sleeping at O'Hare International Airport, at local police stations, or in the streets. I mean, that sucks, but they also were like kind of led here under false pretenses, which isn't their fault. Fed up with the lack of housing and job opportunities, Castiglione eventually followed in the footsteps of other disillusioned asylum seekers and turned to Catholic charities to obtain plane tickets for his family to travel to Texas. From there, they'll somehow find a way to return to Venezuela. How many more months of living in the streets will it take? No more. It's better that I leave, he said. At least I have my mother back home. Yeah, why would you leave your mom? He said of the South American nation he fled earlier this year. Castiglione and his family were among numerous disheartened asylum seekers who have decided to leave Chicago in recent weeks as the weather in the Windy City has grown colder and wetter. Oh, right, because they're not used to cold weather. Wetter. Some suggested they had been drawn to Chicago after being wrongly led to believe they could be swiftly granted asylum status and a work permit. Yeah, they just think they're going to get handouts everywhere they go. We didn't know things would be this hard. I thought the process was faster. Others said they realized that Chicago's limited resources have been depleted by waves of migrants that have overwhelmed the Democrat-led sanctuary city over the past 16 months. 16 months we've been doing this. Leaving the newcomers nothing but scraps. Yeah, I guess you should have come earlier or not at all. Jose Nua, 22, also returned to Texas earlier this month after sleeping in a police station in Chicago for more than 2 weeks. Damn. He came to Chicago because he heard there was shelter, water, food, other resources for asylum seekers, but that's not true. In a scathing letter to President Biden in October, Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker accused the federal government of failing to provide adequate assistance to Chicago for a migrant crisis that has brought the city to a breaking point. The humanitarian crisis is overwhelming our ability to provide aid to the refugee population. Unfortunately, the welcome and aid Illinois has been providing to these asylum seekers has not been matched with support by the federal government. More than $330 million has already been spent by the state to house and feed the migrants. Holy fuck, that's a lot of money. And then here the salty New York Post comments. The American dream does not happen overnight. My parents immigrated legally in 1958 and worked their tails off for years to get established here. The first 10 years were full of challenges, finding housing and jobs, learning English. Money was tight. There were no luxuries. Dining happened twice a year tops on very special occasions. I never heard them complain about how hard it was. We lived very frugally and still do. Wow. Yep. My parents and older sister immigrated legally from Italy in 1960, and we have the same exact story. It was hard on our family, but through perseverance, hard work, and living frugally, they had the American dream. And now we have a second generation doctor, nurses, business owner, teacher, and numerous advanced degrees. The Italians also brought the mafia. Yes, they did. Most people who fled Europe in the first few hundred years did so to escape a grinding caste system where the condition of poor people was horrific. Even if it wasn't that extreme, laws were brutally enforced by bad men with no redress in existence. Most of the time, the church was the law. Deviating from the prevailing doctrine was a life or death decision. Except for the people fleeing communism, these people aren't facing extremes like that. Someone put an idea in their head, and they had nothing to compare it against. Yep. As soon as I see English to be our official language in all caps, I know I have to read this. No need to be offended, dear. Your grandparents spoke some English, according to you. They worked and paid taxes. They weren't being paid in cash like most of these people who don't have social security numbers. Our TV commercials and customer service phone numbers weren't in Italian as well as English. They went through a lengthy process to get here. They weren't given free everything when they arrived. They were grateful to be here. I know because my ancestors were European too. They made this country stronger and better. English should be our official language. All the comments were like, suck it up. The gimme culture is what's getting old. Legal immigrants are getting sick of it too. Wow. The dream is disappearing for American citizens as well. Yeah. I would say not most, but a lot of Americans can't afford to buy houses now. Millennial illegals think they never have to work or learn English. Woof, is that really true? Yikes. Only hot Latinas are welcome. They get free green cards. They have to be hot, though. No fatties either. I think that's fair. I've also seen something about migrants getting $10,000 in cash to help us out. And that's coming out of our tax dollars, probably. Wow. Whew, it is really scary. Chicago is one of the most corrupt cities in the US. Most of that money probably went into our politicians' pockets. Oh, you mean of like the 330 million? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, this is what everyone voted for, right? Around $45,000 per migrant in New York City. Chicago probably isn't far off. That's insane. How can we afford this? Whoa. Damn. Mark Start, the illegals are leaving because it's starting to get cold. Yay! I can't believe it's not butter. Chrissy, is Melanie ever coming back on some guests? Oh, yeah, I'm sure she will. Yeah, we're cool. Nina Infinity is the best Mexican. Yep. I think we can all agree on that. No fatties. I wonder how many more will go back home, though. I wonder. Okay, this is interesting. Have you guys heard of the triangle method? Obviously, this is from TikTok, like all good things. How TikTok's triangle method will elevate your flirting techniques. I haven't even heard of the triangle method. Let me guess. It has to do with eye contact. Get your crush to fall in love with you. TikTok seduction Bible breaks down the triangle method.
Step 1. Look directly into the eyes of the person you want to seduce.
Oh, right? Just starting out with good old-fashioned eye contact.
Step 2. Move your gaze into their left eye and then their right eye.
Left eye, right eye.
Step 3.
I already do that because I don't know which eye to look at.
Look down at their mouth. You then move your gaze back to their left eye, therefore creating the triangle method.
They're finding examples in pop culture such as the After films. Ooh. Maintain eye contact, but only for a maximum of 3 seconds. Look down, then look right back into the eyes. Dude, this is nothing new. This has been around for eons. I don't know who that is. This is nothing new. Oh, TikTok. TikTok is like, what? We just discovered eye contact. No, it's been around, darling. It's a nonverbal flirting tactic that involves strategic eye movement to signify you're romantically or sexually interested in somebody. But aren't you naturally looking at their lips if you're interested in kissing them? These TikTok people are morons. It's called the triangle method. The fact that people even need a tutorial on this is sad. But apparently this will make men obsessed with you. Okay. Have you guys tried the triangle method? Look into eyes. Okay, this is nothing new. What are you guys not doing eye contact anymore? This is like groundbreaking. Marilyn Monroe did it, of course. It makes you kind of go, ooh, what is she looking at? She's the best. It's been around for decades. Thank you. There was a clip of Kate Winslet and Leo DiCaprio doing it in Titanic. Do 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 do. Yep, everyone's done it. Okay, I hate TikTok, and now I'm forced to like pull it up. Here's the example from the Titanic. Do 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 do. Oh, she's doing it. Oh, see? It's been around since the Titanic. Let's go back to the article of something that we already knew about. Okay. Oh, I just clicked it off. Well, fuck that. All right. We already understood the point of this article. It's not new. Oh, you know what the deep triangle method is? You look at each eye, then you look at the crotch, and then you look back. That's if you really want to step up your game. It's oh, Courtney. It's advice for autism. Yes, if you're completely autistic and you're not familiar with eye contact. You could also do, yeah, left boob, right boob, back into the eyes. That's a different triangle. Then there's the chloroform method. That's a little more straightforward. Yeah. What if you have like one lazy eye? It works for the brown eye. Ew. I don't even know if that's a triangle anymore. Oh my God, you guys. So much fun. Thanks for tuning into Mayor in the Afternoon. Tune into Wet Spot this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for the Kiki and Chrissy birthday extravaganza. Dave Temple, Keanu Thompson, Kate Meany, Andrew Harms, Frankie McDonald will all be there tonight on Compound Media. And then I'm very excited that I have an interview with Steve Inman coming up this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And a couple more things in the works. So stay tuned. It's for women and gays. Yes, it is. You guys are funny. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.